Hey, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're on part 2 of our Doppelganger. It was an easy craft. We just chopped the head off of one hero, clicked through it on another, put it on a base, and now we're going to paint it. So I'm going to start with my favorite color in the entire world, Pavement by Apple Barrel. And this is not going to be a difficult paint job, most likely. We'll see in a minute. So, get a little bit of water, a little bit of pavement. Let's hit our boy up and get him in all the cracks and everything. Now, I would have preferred to have something without as much muscle, but the whole goal is that this needs to look like lanky and skinny and awkward. So that's what we're going to do. Is use the skinniest miniature I had to use for it. I used a HeroClix. You could be using whatever you want. Okay. We got him with a good even coat of Apple Barrel pavement. Now we're going to dry him off here. This is a +2 hot air gun of burning. You should get some hot air gun of your own and name it what you want. Now I'm going to get some medium gray. And I'm going to do the same kind of deal. This time I'm just going to get, instead of using that nice coverage brush I have, sorry, my wipe rags all the way across the room. I was actually painting on canvas yesterday. So we're just getting a cheap makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. There we go, something like that. And let's hit him again and lighten him up a good bit. Now his pants we'll come back and do something with after a while here. So don't worry about them too much. But when you're doing this, just to kind of give them some variation and lighten them up, make sure you're getting in under the head and around the head and stuff. So we don't want that ignored. I'm going to do one more on that with the light. And I'm focusing on the higher parts now. Because again, the pants are going to be painted a different color. Alright, we're going to take that away. Leaving what we have in our brush. We're going to lighten that up a little bit more. Again, we're not cleaning out the brush. And we're going to start lightening them up some with this. And I'm just going to hit his little feet. We're going to lighten that up again. And you can see what I'm going for here. Now we have a big problem here. Some of the prime didn't hold on his chest where that super glue was. And that made a bad spot. So let me find, where's my crappy brush I like to use? I can't find my crappy brush. Alright, we're going to use a not crappy brush. So this is a speed paint brush, or not speed paint, army painter brush. And we're just going to get a little bit of that gray, and a little bit of that gray, and find a medium tone. And we're just going to hit that spot to cover that up. Okay. Because we don't want any tan showing. Alright, now that we've salvaged that out, well, we're not done. Never mind, cleaning this brush out. We're going to hit that with a +2 hot air gun of burning really good now. Alright. Then we're going to get that same gray. I'm just grabbing another piece of dry cardboard. This is really, really bendy because it's so hot, because I cooked it for so long with the hot air gun. Let's let him cool down for a minute. Now I'll lighten his face up. Get around his feet. Now, do that. Then we're going to get this really light blue, sky blue. I'm just getting a dab of that. I'm going to mix those up. And this is going to be really fine. I'm just kind of hitting the tops of stuff here. Top of his little man boobies. Little toesies. Alright. Sweet. Alright, let's put some paint away. Let's wash out our brush. We gotta do something about his pants. We gotta do something about the base. Now in the reference art, it does not show the doppelganger wearing any pants. I tend to have a PG table. PG-13 maybe. Don't get me wrong, there's the occasional love scene or silly nudity, jokes about gnomes not wearing pants, stuff like that. But in general, there's, you know, there's some form of decency at the table, you know. So I don't have a ton of naked miniatures. I do have one naked lady, but I didn't like do anything anatomically to represent her nudity, if you know what I mean. Where's my brush I like to do bases with? I cannot find it. Oh, here it is. It's on the wrong side of the table. So now, all I'm doing is getting some of this burnt umber and painting the base and making sure not to hit his feet. Now, you know, of course, I always hit everything I'm trying not to hit, so I probably will hit his feet. Awesome. Nice, nice, nice. All right, cool. Now I'm just getting another brown. This is a lighter brown than that one. This is called melted chocolate. And I'm just going to put some variation on that base right now. And I just want a wet brush and a little bit of brown. And I just want to kind of dab it around to show that it's not all one color. And if there's any spots you really missed or that you don't like, this is your chance to grab those and fix them. Alright, we're going to hit this bad boy with the +2 hot air gun and burning. And we're going to grab our pavement again and do the rocks. And we're going to figure out about Homeboy's pants. All right. Pavement. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So, I don't think you're normally going to see, unless you have like true seeing or something, I don't think you're normally going to see what a doppelganger looks like, because they employ themselves in positions where they're not usually in their normal form. They're not just walking around like a formless gray dude or dudette. They're probably living as somebody. If they're not living in a special society they've developed, they're probably living as somebody else, taking over a life, or looking as someone nondescript so they're not standing out. It doesn't really give them a lot in the way of supernatural ability besides this chameleon ability. So I like to pretend that they have like special eyes that if you could see the real them, or maybe if you roll a high spot check, you see like a flash of like yellow and orange or something, or yellow and purple in their eyes, like a weird reflection, indicating there's something off about them. I also like to pretend that they're a lot stronger and faster than us by a significant amount than regular humans and regular adventurers. That way there's more of a threat by them. I had a campaign where they were like part of the protagonist organization or antagonist organization. They were working as assassins and taking over political figures and wealthy people in town. And the party kind of figured it out, but it was at that point we had kind of sputtered out on that campaign and started something else. What are the biggest things that ruin campaigns for you? For me, because I do play with the same group for years and years and years, and I have family members and friends, even my own children and wife in my games, players are the biggest thing that makes it hard for me to want to keep going. The way they act, selfish decisions, weird character ideas that don't fit in the world, and I can't make fit in the world with any kind of like reasonable attempt. You know, the things that ruin campaigns for me is sometimes I get burnt out running the same kind of stuff over and over again, because, you know, if you run the same group all the time, you kind of know what they're into and what they like. And you'll see, like, oh, they like this, and you'll run this kind of stuff. Or they'll just become total murder hobos for no reason, unprovoked, and start destroying the world you've built for them. These are some of the reasons I quit. I'm not saying they're good reasons or that I'm a good DM for quitting for those reasons. I'm just telling you what happens to me. So for his pants, I think I want to do something green. So I'm going to get this Kelly or Arbor green here. It's like a darker green. And I'm not even going to worry about his little belt. If I do the belt, I'll just come back with a stripe of brown and a small brush after the fact. So I'm just going to paint his pants green and call that a victory on his pants. Now, as again, I would never just have doppelgangers walking around looking like doppelgangers unless it was for a reason, okay? So this guy just being a doppelganger wearing a pair of pants is unlikely that they would see him like this unless somehow they were to capture him or be interrogating him, or magically they could see what he is, or with a natural 20 awareness or spot, or whatever appropriate perception you're using. So because that was pretty thin, green paint, and because he had a two-tone already, it kind of captured a little bit of a fabric, like realistic fabric-y effect. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it one step more, because this is a quick paint job anyways. We're just going to get that brush we were using, some green paint. We're going to wipe almost all that off. We're going to hit the top here, and just the back of his legs a little bit. And we're going to wipe more of that off. And we're just going to kind of hit around and give him some meow. All right, so there's our doppelganger. He needs a hit of air, and he needs a hit of flock. So I'm just grabbing a toothpick piece and a little bit of glue paint, clear glue. something like that. I'm really sorry for not uploading a video yesterday. It was my dad's birthday, and I had a project I'd been wanting to do for him, and I worked on it, and I got it done, and I did not share it with you guys because it was very personal for me. I grew up, and my dad is a musician, and he had a very close friend of his who was named Daniel Johnston. You may or may not have heard of him. He was kind of like the father of alternative music, really. This very talented man, but he was also kind of nuts. And even though he was nuts, my dad was friends with him for years and flew out to California to play on one of his albums and stuff. And, you know, it's just this whole thing. Well, anyways, Daniel passed away, but he had written this song about his battle with mental health. And the song was called I Killed the Monster. You can look it up. And in the beginning of the song, he sounds unsure and worked up and everything. And as the song goes on, and at the end of the song, when he's talking about he killed the monster, he has this like unreal confidence that he's developed throughout the song. And it's just, whether it was a creative choice or the guy really believed that he was at the, precipice of victory, I don't know. But my dad really likes this song. It means a lot to him, and Daniel is a good friend of his. So I took some of Daniel Johnston's art, and I drew some test pictures over the past couple days. And then yesterday I painted a mimicry of his art and made something for my dad for his birthday. And so I didn't make a video. I'm sorry. But that was important to me, and I only had so much time because I do work. And that's what I did. It took a long time to do. So I apologize. Anyways, here we go. This is our doppelganger. He's pretty basic looking. He's nothing too fancy. But let's look at the book. He's not too fancy. Now, I did miss something here. We need to do something with his eyes. So let's get a little bit of this bright green here. There we go. And a little bit of metallic. And a small brush. We'll use the Army Painter Starter brush, and we'll mix those up into a metallic green. And then I just want to drag those in there. Not real great, just a little bit weird and big. Okay. I'm going to clean that off. And then I'm going to get a light gray. This is called ash gray. And I'm just going to put a dot in the middle of those to represent the eyes. All right. There we go. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Doom. This is Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. I'm one half of the Dungeon Swag team. If you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, share, comment, notification bell icon. Check out our website. Check out our Discord. Buy some minis. Show us what you've been working on. We have a couple of things in the Discord, a couple of channels where you can show us what your works in progress are. We sell high-quality miniatures. Here's some of the August hero boxes. This is a Dwarven Sorcerer. An Elven Archer. She's sick. A Gnomish Ranger or Fighter with 2 weapons. So anyways, the whole box is there. Except for the one I painted yesterday or the day before yesterday. So anyways, check us out. Check out our minis. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.